Welcome. It's project time again. This is Unit 3 project. The American Nation and Culture Collage of Identity is the name of the project. So, here I'm going to give you some step by step guidelines as we go through this. So, the first part, there's 5 parts to this project, but the first part is the historical exploration. I gave you a huge list, well, not huge, but a big old list of events and symbols. You're going to choose at least 3 of those symbols that have shaped American identity, um, and you can they can come off that list, or you can create your own if you have another idea that's not on there. And then you're going to write a minimum 3 complete sentence summary for each, explaining its historical significance. Um, how it shaped American values, culture, government, and society. So consider these 3 questions. Did it cause major change? Did it affect a large number of people? And does it continue to influence society today when you write your summary? I've given you some examples, but they actually are short. So yours should be a little bit longer when you respond to this question. Here is my list. You'll see this like this on the worksheet that's on the page after this. So you can just click on this and you can get the list of things that you need for that. This is what the list looks like. Again, I have an example for you, or you can kind of pull them from here. It's going to be the same thing. Part 2 is a personal narrative. This is where you're going to interview a family member or an adult friend about their experience of American identity. So I've got a list of 10 questions here. You can choose 5 of them to ask. You can do all 10 if you want. It would be great if you did this in person, but sometimes a person might be a long way away, so you might send them an email or something, or shoot even a text message with these questions in it, and then get their responses. I want you to record their responses, exactly what they say. So for their personal journey, can you share a personal story that shaped your idea of being American, and then record their answer afterwards? Does that make sense? Pretty straightforward. Do that on a Google Doc or something like that. And then part 3 is a digital collage or an interactive timeline. I've got an example coming up here where I show you this, but what I did was I created a Google Doc with it, but you can use Canva, you can use Adobe Spark, Timeline Maker, anything like that. You're going to choose at least 5 events for this part of the assignment. So the 3 that you might have chosen in the beginning, and then 2 more, or 5 different ones if you want. I don't care. Um, but you're going to have a 1 sentence description for each of the events, and I'll show you what that looks like. But it should look similar to this. So you have a declaration, like for instance, these are 4 of them. There's another page that on this. So when you pull this up on the document for the project, you can see these things. So, Declaration of Independence. This is America's big breakup letter with Britain, declaring that the colonies were done being ruled by a distant king. It didn't just list complaints, it led to the foundation for the ideals, freedom, and equality, and the pursuit of happiness that still shape the U.S. today. So that's my summary of it. This is a little longer. You don't have to do it quite that long, and then I included a quote and a picture just to kind of spruce it up a little bit, spice it up. I don't know. Here's Constitution, Civil Rights Movement, Route 66, and I think my other one is the tech movement that I include on there that you'll see. But anyway, that's kind of what I did for part 3. For part 4 is an essay. So this is the writing component. You're going to answer the following questions in at least 3 complete sentences each. You don't have to have an introduction or conclusion. You just have to answer these 4 questions: connecting with history, understanding the impact, personal narratives, and connecting past to present. And again, this is all of these are sections from the actual document, so you can see the whole thing there. And I wrote an example for you. This is a new project, so I don't have actual students um, samples, so I just did samples or examples for each of the sections for you. And then finally, put it all together in some kind of format, link them all in one document, maybe a PowerPoint, something like that, where I can have everything together. That's the final bit of points that you get on this assignment. Again, reach out. Let me know if you have any questions at all. And of course, as always, so I went to the store to buy some camouflage pants the other day. I couldn't find them.